crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go. 4-8.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, kill.
It's just me. It's great. It's my turn. It's just me and you. Watch out. Spawn.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check it back.
We're going to 54. 1-8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Come on, dude. 55, Mike. 55.
Defense.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Check. Check.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 17-yard line.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches.
Here we go, 47.
54.
Here we go, go, get out there, get out there.
Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Here we go, 46.
3 bucks.
Here we go, 26.
Prescott to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
6 man.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go, 480.
Mike, 5-4. I got you, pop.
Here we go, going to 54, right here.
Pick the edge. Come.
Here we go, 46. 26.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, 480.
54. Here we go.
47.
Hey, watch that. That's it. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the out. Kill.
Hey, 47.
Kill.
26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Incomplete.
Prescott's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Bravo. It's the pass.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Go. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Now it's Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
X3, 218, chopper.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on. Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Look at me. Go on.
Check.
Fight.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go again. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Hard.
Check.
Tannehill throwing again. Open man here is Foster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ready.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Tannehill on the offense with a first and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
Again, Tannehill. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 8, read. 55. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta.
Tannehill now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He's checking. He's off. He's checking. Crash. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Under. Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Coming to you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, kill.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, just like that.
Now it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll toss it to Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Let's go.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Bravo.
Ringo. I'm coming. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. I'm coming.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 50. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They snap it to Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
53, check 53. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, Sam off.
Check.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
What we got?
So 1st first down carry for Davis. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
X3, 218, chop.
You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears.
Ready?
They'll run it again here with Davis. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Rip left.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. The quick slant caught. Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
They've got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Hey, count. 47, 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. That'll be complete to Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
First target, first catch, and a first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Tannehill. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A first down carry for Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Cut!
Hey, 6-6, pull it high. Hey, check right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Go! Get it!
They'll run it again with Henry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Here we go. 70, Indy. We own it.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. On first and 10. Prescott now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on first and 10. Throwing now, Tannehill. And Diggs has it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, 81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They go for just one here as it's up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
At the 22-yard line.